So we're recording right now. Should we do an interview?
Yes, so I heard you did you made an album with Ben Leinbach. Um, what, why did you why did you work with that guy?
Ben Leinbach is a very amazing producer in the Bhakti yoga circuit, actually. I had seen him perform with different artists that were really inspiring to the community. He has been producing Jayutal for many years, but really it's just his audio sensibility that felt like it lent itself really well to a yoga based album. And I'm a yoga teacher and I'm a singing yoga teacher. So that's a really sweet spot for me in this time in my life. I've been touring in the yoga circuit for a long time. And Ben and I found this really, really beautiful space in between Western and Eastern music where we could share the practice of yoga without, in a sonic sense, without actually using Sanskrit or other language lyrics for this project. It was really sweet. Hey, so Ben,
Yeah,
what made you want to work with Johanna Beekman on this project specifically?
Johanna sings from the heart. She has deep soul. She has roots in gospel and soul music, and she's great at melody. She's strong at melody and lyrics, and I tend to collaborate really well with people like that. And it's very important for me as an introvert and a shy person to hang out with extroverts who put it all out there, who sing from their heart and just put it all out there. It's really infectious and good for me to hang out with these people. Should
hmm
we play a little snippet?
Yeah, let's share a little bit of the Sounds of Yoga soundtrack, Volume 2. Yoga Soundtracks, Volume 2.
Okay, so why don't we just press play and see what happens? This is a
That
track,
sounds great.
this is a track called "May the Whole World Know." Let's see what we got here. Benji, where's my?
Peace in our heart, peace in our souls. Peace, may the whole world know. Peace in our hearts, peace in our souls.
Now this is a track that you and Daniel Riddle really put together, pretty much most of the meat, and then I sort of added the elements and some additional percussion. That is a great track, one of my favorites on the album. So we took, what did we do? We took out the Sanskrit, and so that we could try to convey some spiritual, some words of wisdom, some mantra-like things, but have it be very accessible and have it be in English.
This one is a prayer for peace. And it was kind of a remix essentially of one of the songs on the album, Heartbeats One, called Om Shanti, featuring Benji Wertheimer, a friend from the community that just plays so beautifully an instrument called the Esraj. And what I love about what you did with this, Ben, is that we were able to find this really sweet language of the heart, both musically with the instrumentation. You did mostly mixing, and we added some really gorgeous harmonies with the vocals and created these vocal pads to come back to that just feel like an anchor, that feel like the essence of what peace is. As I was even singing it in the studio, I felt this wave of the exhale come over me. And that's something you really excel at, is hearing these really unusual harmonies that most producers might not think of.
Thank you. Yes, and since we were muting the majority of the lyrics from the previous incarnation of this track and the other tracks, And since you were a featured artist on the album, we needed to keep you involved. Let's create lots of vocal pads and let's do like ad libs and non-lyrical singing, ad libbing, and create some lush sort of vocal pads, with oohs or ahs or something. So the most upbeat track on the album is "Take Me in Your Wings," and we were a little concerned there about, well, is it yoga enough, But if you, I mean, geez, if you go to a Shiva Ray class or even a Saul David Ray at Bhakti Fest, man, there's a lot of hooping and hollering and dancing around going on. So I think this fits. It starts off, in a more chill kind of halftime groove, like so. Then it bumps up to a double time flavored thing here at the end. That deep shining light, we find it, we thrive and we It's funny because we originally, the idea came from Hans Christian, the great producer and multi-instrumentalist, who thought we should do an instrumental album of all the music that we've produced together. But we're such pop junkies that we couldn't just do that.
It was a great idea, but I think we would have had to have Hans produce that project.
Well, also, again, it's just like you're a vocalist, so we need you on the album. So what are we gonna do? There are a lot of vocals on our yoga instrumental album.
I love the way that we were creative. We even had a song that was based on a Rumi poem, in the way that we were expressing what the feeling of yoga is. Let's listen to the Rumi track called Beauty We Love next. Beauty we love, be what we do. Let the beauty we love, beauty we love. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we love, the beauty we love. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we
I love the production on this. I mean, the composition and stuff, the chord changes and whatnot, and the vibe.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. I wrote a melody to that poem when I was 15 or 16 in a songwriting workshop. I really loved the lyrical content and I always thought I'd come back to it. And then we were sitting in the studio and I realized I had no idea what that melody that I had had before, but those lyrics needed to be somewhere. And I really felt that, yeah, the chord changes, that was based on Hari Om, I believe, from the Beyond Love album.
Yeah.
But I think you added a few extra chords and some more delicious electronics, and the Rumi took it to the next level.
Rumi and also Mr. Gowan Matthews
Oh, yeah.
on one of the other tracks too. Incredible multi-instrumentalist. So like the song that's leading off the album, "Love Lives," is pretty much a pop song, right? I mean, there are some instrumental elements.
It's also kind of a mashup. We had like 3 or 4 songs that we mashed into one and then wrote new lyrics for.
Correct. We took the intro of one track from Beyond Love,
I
perhaps.
think it was Heartbeats 1. Yeah, we did do Beyond Love and Heartbeats 1. We had a invocation that turned into we took a little Om Namah Shivaya and we mashed it into a delicious pop song somehow. I don't know how. Only with Ben Leinbach does this happen, but I would love to give it a listen, see what people think.
Gowan again.
I just love this solo because it reminds me of I was a big fan of Sarah McLachlan in the 90s. And that particular solo that Gowan pulled out, it just brings me so much joy because it feels like it's not only a step back, but a step forward at the same time, you know? Yeah. So that was Gowan Matthews' guitar solo. But yeah, it really is pop. When you popped it in on that part, I was surprised.
Check it out. Check out your singing here at the end. It's hair raising stuff here. Yeah, I mean, so even though when people hear yoga, they think it has to be chill, but Johanna definitely unleashed a bit on.
Thank you for encouraging me to sing out more on that track. It's really inspiring, and I love the way that it came together.
Me too.
And your voice on there, that was Ben's voice on there, by the way.
Yes, I guess I should thank you for forcing me to sing.
I have a tendency to do that.
It's really good. It's really good.